2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Very few people can say they tamed the tiger, Rich, except you, of course. But this is going to be a great day's viewing. This one's going right at the pin here.
This player showing zero signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
He's currently in a share of 11th place. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right, However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Yeah, that one's looking good. This player's dialed in. What a shot. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This for back-to-back birdies. Yep, tracking well.
That did everything but drop.
Just a short putt remaining here.
Currently 1 under for the round. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Interesting choice of the driver here. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
An important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5. Like the look of this one. Well played. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That's a little untidy.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut.
Oh, almost went in. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Wesley Bryan is atop the leaderboard with a 1-stroke advantage. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
That's a good-looking shot there. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
That was special.
A chance to move into first here with this putt. And that's a great putt for an eagle.
Well, that'll give him a big boost, promoted to the top of the leaderboard. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Going with the 5 iron here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. And hitting yet another green here today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
An opportunity for a birdie here. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
And that will take him to 8 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
This looks to be heading to the green. Wow, was that any good?
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
Is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Nicely done. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Currently leading by 3. This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Ah, yes.
And that should secure the par on this one. And after that hole, leading Wesley Bryan by 3 strokes. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Going with the 5-wood.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it, though. Let's see.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Get excited. This could go in.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
And now that finds him in first place. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Lining up the birdie putt here. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. 13 feet to the cup. That's incredible. He sold it.
Nicely done. Great chip.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. That was a thing of beauty. You got all of that one. Rich, good chance to get at this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Oh, what a super shot. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
4 feet to the cup.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. He's currently sitting in first place. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
And there's your Arnold Palmer Invitational champion. A stout performance on a very strong golf course.
And that was a performance that the King would have loved to have seen there, Luke. What a great win by this player.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and here we are at TPC Sawgrass, the famous stadium course. Rich, this is a stern test for the players, isn't it?
It is, Luke. The interesting thing about this golf course is that every single shot seems to be working away from the previous shot. The tee shot, if it's a dogleg left to right, then the next shot requires a shot from right to left. It's just one of these golf courses that you have to think and pay attention on every single shot. You can't take a single shot for granted, and you certainly can't afford to get out of position because the angles on this golf course are so bizarre. Pete Dye is a genius when it comes to designing this golf course.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. Currently 1 under for the day. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 7.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A 7-footer right here. Not a bad line, this. Well played. What an eagle. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Going with the 8-iron here.
It has got this thing.
Great shot in the hole.
What a shot! Hole in 1.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Hole in 1. I could watch this on repeat.
Currently 5 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
An eagle.
Gotta love this. This player is in fuego. What a shot. Let's go ahead and put the old stink eye on another one.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Great shot.
playing this shot from 120 yards. And only one off the pace here.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Wow, what a shot. Putting for birdie. Looking good. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right, find the green with your second, and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
From around 120 yards here. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Good stroke. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Leading by a couple after that hole. The front 9 of TPC Sawgrass finishes with a par 5, but not easy to get there in 2.
It is not. A big tee shot down the left center is required. Anything out to the right could catch that bunker and even fall into the water over there on the right. If you decide to go for it, you have to hit a fairway metal long iron high over some trees on the left-hand side to a very narrow green. The layup shot out to the right will make that 3rd shot so much easier into this tiny green.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Lovely effort that. Putting for eagle here.
Looks good.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
And Rich, we're heading into the back nine now, but I'm still thinking about that ace on the front. What a beauty that was.
Unreal. I gotta say, to watch that ball go into the hole was awesome. This player is still flying high.
Not bad.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
That was clinical. Beautifully played.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
This one is all over it.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, nice looking putt. Oh, that's a ripper.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Well, this player's mighty fine. Their lead is now 9 after that performance.
Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot this. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Nicely done. This shot is about 140 yards out. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. That's incredible. They've gone and holed another one.
It's almost like the golf ball had eyes and it went straight where it belongs, in the hole.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle, well, life's good.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Well, that's beautifully judged. Just a 4-footer remaining. Oh, terrific. What an effort.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. Oh, can you believe it?
Yahtzee, hole in one. Mark it down on the card, baby. Luke, love it. Let's take another look.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Handy effort, that one. Well, if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. But there's just one more to play.
There's one final test. The second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie. But par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
This one heading towards the green.
It's all come down to this. A putt for the title. Well, this has got an amazing ring to it. The Players' Champion.
It is a title that any player would kill to have, and I have to say this has been a killer afternoon. The amazing golf, the players firing it on all cylinders, going for everything they possibly could. I gotta say, what a finish, what a champion. This will go down in history as one of the best Players' Championships ever.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Koyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.